What a match we've just seen between John Cena and AJ Styles. You know, we all knew we were going to see something special, but something that special, it was just false finish after false finish after false finish. But I mean, it's one of those matches where give them all the ridiculous false finishes. Plus, if you think about it, so many false finishes make sense. Because in kayfabe, you've got John Cena and AJ Styles who know in kayfabe this is their last match against each other and they do not want anything but to beat each other. So they will try their very, very hardest. So if you think about it, in kayfabe, it makes sense how there were so many false finishes because they really want to get this win. This is John Cena's retirement tour. He's only got 4 more appearances now. He wants to beat AJ Styles, make it, 2-2? Because AJ beat Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, John Cena got it back at Royal Rumble, right? Obviously, it's John Cena. And then AJ Styles, he's retiring next year, his last match against John Cena. Look, it's their last match against each other. 2 of the greatest of all time in kayfabe. Of course there's going to be a ton of false finishes because they are digging deep and trying their very hardest. So, I mean, it was just amazing. I mean, AJ Styles enters first and already he's in his TNA gear. And that was sensational. That was amazing. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, oh my Lord, he looks 20 years younger. AJ Styles comes out in his TNA gear, which is brilliant. John Cena comes out in the Aussie themed gear. We get the classic John Cena introduction, which will never ever grow old. And then he makes his own notes for Alicia Taylor to say about AJ Styles, calling him the epitome of total non-stop action, the Bullet Club leader, here to try his best to beat up John Cena. Right? It was so wholesome. That's what it was. It was wholesome. It was a wholesome wrestling match. Despite Cena going for a punt kick, tombstone, RKO. Cena turned into the Viper for a solid 3 minutes. Match started, great technical wrestling. And, other than it being a great match, it was just, them digging deep, doing each other's moves, chaining submissions. Cena went for a submission, AJ went for a submission. Calf crushers, STFs. We saw the walls of Jericho, cross faces. As a match, it was just amazing. Plus the story behind it, 6 stars, 7 stars, 10 stars, right? And I don't really know what I'm here to say really, but other than just to talk about it, and it was great how we got, Cena going for the RKO, the DDT, the punt kick. We had the tombstone. We had the Sister Abigail. Oh my God, we had the Sister Abigail. We had the Avalanche. Did we have an Avalanche AA? No, we had the crossbody, seal and roll through. I'm not going to say much, but it was absolutely above and beyond what we could have ever asked for as wrestling fans for Cena versus Styles for the last time. Yeah, I don't know what to say. It was just amazing. An amazing match. Nostalgia, hints at, past rivalries. We had the Stinger Death Drop, there we go. Scorpion Death Drop. Yeah, that's all I got to say. We've witnessed there an absolute, an extravaganza? What's the right word? It's a spectacle. But even a spectacle doesn't do it justice. It was an amazing way to cap off Cena's career. Obviously, he's still got 4 more appearances to go, but it was an amazing way to cap off Cena's career in terms of, his rivalry with AJ Styles. What a way to cap off their rivalry. Also, a window. It was almost like a window into what's AJ Styles' retirement tour going to look like. Because he's obviously going to put on brilliant matches next year as well. I mean, that's also sad. We get AJ Styles for the last time next year. Everyone's going. Everyone's going to have a retirement tour. We're going to have Orton, we're going to have CM Punk, Shinsuke. Everyone's going. So, yeah. I feel, look, I said right, at the start of this year, UFC's great, F1's great, dart's great, MMA's great, right? But this year is all about WWE. And we are so fortunate to be alive and acknowledging this John Cena retirement tour. And matches like the Royal Rumble, the Elimination Chamber, the heel turn. As bad as the match was, winning the 17-time World Championship, Orton, CM Punk, reliving the CM Punk rivalry. And of course, the Cody Rhodes match at SummerSlam, which was insane. And then this match at Crown Jewel. There's actually no words to describe it. But I mean, that's all. I'm not going to waffle on any longer. That's all I wanted to say. We are truly blessed. And that match was... There's no words, no description, no review, no star rating that could do it justice. That match is in a league of its own. John Cena vs. AJ Styles for the last time. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. We're forever in debt. As wrestling fans, we are forever in debt. Thank you so much to those two. What a match.